Stop looking for solutions and tips for managing your chronic illnesses before you have answered this one question. Hi, this is Manish. I'm an health and performance specialist and work in the area of empowering people living with diabetes to live an extraordinary life. Well, in my experience for over a decade of dealing with people living with chronic illnesses, the kind of questions which I've come across when a person is diagnosed and is informed that he or she has will now have to live with a particular health condition for the rest of their life, whether it be diabetes, whether it be any other cardiac issue, or any other chronic illness in that matter. Well, the first feeling that comes out is the feeling of frustration, the feeling of pain that the person will now have to live with that particular disease for the rest of the life, and also the feeling of fear, because we have usually seen that people living with chronic illnesses, especially diabetes, end up having severe complications in the future, which leads to a lot of pain for that person and that family. The second is the person who is diagnosed with a particular health condition is almost always on the look for certain tips and solutions wherever and whenever we enter into any kind of health discussion regarding how he or she can keep themselves healthy. And the third frustration again comes because of the mounting expenditure around all the processes, all the expenditures regarding medicines, expenditure regarding the routine checkups, or the pathological tests involved. All these mount up and actually defocuses the person from what is very important at the first place. Can you visualize any such situation where a conversation was going on the topic of health, and how the conversation was moving from one person to another, and what kind of questions were being asked? I think the first and foremost, the most important question that needs to be addressed and is required to be understood by a person definitely who is affected by any chronic illness, or also by a person who has someone in the family who is affected by a chronic disease. And that question is, why do I want to be healthy? Why is it important for me to remain healthy for the rest of my life? What does it mean for me to not spend time and focus on what kind of medicines I need to take? What would it mean for me to get out of the botheration of calculating the time that I need to spend around managing the list of medicines? What would it mean to live a stress-free life and think of a life wherein we are living without any restrictions around our food and diet? Have we ever thought about such situations? Without identifying why we need to be healthy, if we just go around asking people or looking for information which is regarding how we can be healthy, well, let me tell you, and I'm sure that you must have also seen that people who have started with minor complications with chronic illnesses, in spite of all their attempts, a major chunk of these population have ended into major and severe complications in future. So first and foremost, we need to identify and get this answer with utmost clarity in front of us, that why we want to stay healthy in the future. If we have been diagnosed with any chronic illness, and specifically diabetes, because we should not forget that diseases like diabetes, if not addressed properly at the right time, then it would bring in severe complications in future. So Next time we enter into any kind of such discussion with a person who is affected by chronic illness, then try to answer or try to ask that person, why do you want to stay healthy? And let me tell you, it although it might sound very easy, very simple, that yes, we know why we want to stay healthy. Well, let me tell you, I have not seen people being able to answer this question in one go. They need to spend time on thinking as to why it is important for them to stay healthy. I would be covering many such topics, and going into the depth of this particular aspect as to why it is important for us to first identify the reason why we want to stay healthy in my upcoming book, Thrive with Diabetes. Until then, until next time, stay healthy. And even if you know someone, or you are affected with any lifestyle disorder, let me tell you, life is beautiful and you are worth it. Bye bye.